Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Namaskaram and welcome to the 10th episode of Śiva-Bodha-Mālikā. Today we are going to look at the form of Shiva as Śañkara. The term Śañkara appears right in the Rudra Prashna of the Yajurveda, where the name comes in the special Anuvaka of Namasomaya. It is called special because the Panchakshari mantra, the Namah Shivaya mantra, comes in this Anuvaka. And the Śañkara Nama comes very close to the Namah Shivaya Nama. Namah Śañkaraya cha Mayaskaraya cha Namah Shivaya cha Shivataraya cha. So just a couple of names before the Namah Shivaya mantra is the name of the Lord, which is Namah Śañkaraya cha. Śañkara, the term itself, means the one who does good to the world. Sham karoti iti Śañkaraha. One who does good to everyone around, to the entire universe, is Śañkara. Now this Nama, it's so profound in multiple ways. First, it is one of the names of Shiva, as we find in the Vedas. The second aspect is that this name acquired even more prominence with the avatarana of Adi Śañkara Bhagavatpada, where Adi Śañkara Bhagavatpada is considered as an avatara or an incarnation of Shiva himself. So this is an avatarana, an avatara of Kali Yuga of Parameshwara. The very shloka that speaks about the avatarana of the Acharya says, Ajnanantar Gahanapatitan Atma Vidyopadeshaihi Tratum Lokan Bhavadava Shikhat Apapapachyamanan Muktva Maunam Vadavitapinoho Mulato Nishpatanti Shambhor Murtihi Charati Bhuvane Śañkaracharya Rupam. Śañkaracharya Rupam Shambhor Murtihi Charati. The Shambhu, the Shiva himself, is walking in the form of Śañkaracharya. Muktva Maunam, this we will come in a few episodes where we speak of Parameshwara in the form of Dakshinamurti. The Dakshinamurti, who's a Mauna Guru, who is silent, then starts walking and talking in the form of Śañkara. So Shambhu becomes Śañkara. Bhu, Bhava, the Dhatu means to just to be. So in the form of Dakshinamurti, in the form of the Mauna Guru, Shiva is just there, is just present, without speaking, without doing any further activity. And through that itself, he conveys the message and the ultimate Brahmavidya to the Shishyas. But for Kali Yuga, realizing that that may not be enough, he becomes Śañkara, the Kru, Dukrin Karane, the Dhatu Kr, that is to do some karma, to do some activity. So from just being, he starts doing. So Shambhu becomes Śañkara. And there is another interesting angle to this. In one of the namas of Shiva in the Rudra Prashna, of course, he is known as Kapardin, the one with the matted locks, and we see Shiva as Kapardin in so many sculptures and images. He is also called Viptakeshaya cha, the one who has his head shaven, Viptakesha, having removed all his hair from his head. Bald. Have you seen such an image or sculpture of Shiva with a bald head? So many Mahatmas opine that Vyuptakeshayacha itself is an indicator towards Adi Shankara Bhagavatpada. The form of Shiva in the form of Yuktakesha is none but Shankara. Is none but Shankara Bhagavatpada is none but Acharya. So this is another angle to the avatarana of Adi Shankara Bhagavatpada. Even in the Digvijayas, if you look at the story of the avatarana of Adi Shankara Bhagavatpada, at the time, just before the advent of Adi Shankara Bhagavatpada, is when Shiva manifests in the form of a linga in Vrishabhachala, what we call as Vadakkunnathan today in the city of Thrissur. That lingam manifested a few days before the manifestation of Adi Shankara Bhagavatpada. So all these indicators speak about Adi Shankara Bhagavatpada as none but Shiva himself, who came down to remove the ignorance, ajnanantar gahanapatitana atmavidyopadeshaihi, and give them atmavidya and give them the highest Brahma Vidya. His Shishyas, Todakacharya in the Totakashtakam says, Bhavayeva Bhavan iti me nitara samajayata chetasik kautukita. My heart, my mind is welling with joy and happiness knowing that you are none but Bhava, none but Shiva himself. Bhavayeva Bhavan. So the people who lived with the Acharya themselves are testifying to the fact that Acharya is none but Shiva himself. So there is nothing that is not spoken about the Acharya, and especially we just had the Śañkara Jayanti 2 to 3 days back. So there is nothing that is not spoken about the Acharya, but coming in the aspect of Śiva-Bodha-Mālikā on the various aspects of Shiva and forms of Shiva, I felt it is important to have this episode dedicated for the Acharya as a form of Shiva, as an avatarana, as an incarnation of Shiva. So this is all that we have for today. Do keep watching the sessions on Subhu's Corner and do share with interested people. I shall meet you next Monday. Till then, namaskar.